Slithering.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out!
This motherfucker don't miss.
No, he's fucking good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
He's good.
In the heat of battle, he don't miss.
No.
In the heat of controversy, he don't miss.
No.
Damn on him. But this is what we play for!
Now, I've spent the past month testing and creating a new lineup and playstyle that has been absolutely dominating the twos courts. I mean, I've managed to solve RNG to consistently shoot between 80 to 100% on volume jump shots. Look on screen right now. You see all of these box scores. Do you notice how efficient and non-RNG filled these are? Well, let me also say most of these misses were contact dunks. So this playstyle completely eliminates pretty much RNG when shooting. Since mastering this lineup in the past few days now, I've beaten numerous logo pro athletes. Yeah, Jordan Walker. That's right, I remember. You pulled up on me, you thought it was sweet. Shit ain't sweet, Jordan Walker. You tell your teammates about me on the St. Louis Cardinals. Man, I cooked him so bad, look, I had the little nephews crying laughing at him. Look at that. Next morning, this dude, Lynn Bowden Jr., wants to come pull up on my twos court again. Hey, don't know how to get y'all the message. Do not pull up. It will not go good for you. Lynn Bowden Jr., I am sorry. Tell your girl about me. Oh shit, ankles. Get up, body bag. And you might say, oh yeah, they're just pro athletes. They ain't good at the game. Yeah, don't stop there though.
Okay. Let's go. You out.
Tufferson here, one of the top 100 players in terms of playtime, decided to pull up on me in LT decks. Every single meta lineup that pulls up on me, I feel fully confident against. And all those screenshots earlier, those box scores, they aren't against bots either, which you might go comment down below. No, I've been using this new playstyle I've developed to continuously pull up on all purple veteran level teams, continuously the top reps in the park, and hunt down the sweatiest of the teams to test it against them. And we've consistently had success. I firmly believe this lineup can be better than the current meta, and can be used to consistently counter it. And you know how you can trust me on that? I have not uploaded a single build video all year long. I wait and I thoroughly play every single 2K, and I test everything for at least 1 to 2 months before I put out any type of build videos. I'm not here to try to scam some views. I'm not here to try to, waste your money on some godforsaken ass garbage build that'll only get you a 30 win percent. Hell no. Now I'm simply just here to put all y'all on that are watching to a brand new meta. And hey, quick little disclaimer, if you're an L2 exploiting little Dex nerd, just click off this video now. This shit takes way more skill than just cheesing an exploit every single play. But there's a reason that, LT cheese is an exploit and that it's banned in every comp and money setting. So don't go down below typing furiously about how LT cheese is the meta. No, it's an exploitation and it's banned in literally every competitive playstyle. So now, let's start by discussing the current meta on the twos court. The twos at the highest level, from tournament twos to money wagers twos to 1v1 me app twos, they've all consistently been dominated by one lineup. Keep in mind, all of these players that I'm going to show you are former 2K League Pro players. You can do your research on all of them, but I'll briefly go over all of them when I'm discussing their teams. But let's watch and see how the former best players in the world are playing the twos court this year. Alright, first game we're looking at OFAB versus BP. These are two of the best all-time 2K League guards. They played guard. They were, I think, both in the top 3 picks of their own draft class. So you can see they're both using a 99 mid-range build, both short guard. Both the centers, They're on what I call an anchor center, essentially where you are an inside center and you try to just stack up as many of the dominant attributes as you can on 7-footer. So you're looking at a lot of 99s, high 90 stats and stuff that just assist the guard in getting a bucket and getting the rebound when they miss. So essentially their only offensive stats would generally be standing dunk, close shot, and pass sack. And that's it, because they are out there to do the grimy work in the paint. Alright, let's get into the first possession of the first game. OFAB is here with the ball. He's getting guarded by BP. You can see first he resets it, and he's looking for a good open look off of a Dex. He runs around the screen. What does he get to? This mid-range fade right here. Get very comfortable with the idea of this shot. Even though you'll see he misses his shot, this is a great shot and a much better shot than BP is about to take right here after the miss. Getting to these wide open mid-range fades are crucial for twos because they are a 100% true green window. A three-pointer is not, even with a 99-3. You can get RNG on that. You can miss that. But this shot, you can shoot perfectly 100% of the time, so it is up to you when you lose the ball if you take the right shots. So here, you can see, as I said, he missed that first one, but it's a great look. Now, here comes that catch and shoot I was talking about from 3, open. You don't want to shoot that. That one extra point doesn't matter on twos when keeping the ball matters. But what does Fab get? He gets right around the screen to that mid-range pull-up. And that is the theme of twos. So next play, what's Fab going to get into? Easy handoff. Run back around the screen. Open pull-up. Bang. Very next play, let's see what they get into. He just fakes coming back around the screen, keeps going the same way, wide open pull-up. As you can see, 3 for 3. He has heat check now. Now when you get heat check at vet 1, this is when threes start becoming more common or threes start becoming better. As you can see there, they lose the ball, easy standing dunk. But getting heat check, as I was saying, can make up for the RNG that you normally get on the threes. So that's typically when the 3 is actually a great shot to go for. Something like a fading corner, you know, catch and shoot, open contest over defense on a snatch. So let's see what BP gets into. You can see bumped up going towards that screen, goes back to the mid-range, clips a screen, pulls up that same spot, bang. Starting to see something here. It's almost like these best players in the world don't really care about the 3 that much. See, there you go, there's another steal back. Now Fab has the ball again. Now here he might shoot a 3. We'll see what happens. But if you can't get the 3, always getting a 2 is still just as good, because oftentimes you end up not needing that extra point. See there, he turns down that 3, but then he gets stuck, catch and shoot, it's probably, yep, green. See, so now he'll probably go right back to attacking the 2 though. Passes it in there, gets easy handoff, and then he gets the illegal screen. Back with BP, let's see again what BP is looking for. So he doesn't like that, angle he was going on the fade. He gets it back. What's he look for? Doesn't like that fade again, but he's clearly searching for that fade. Gets a Steve Francis into the fade. Green. Now here you can see very next play, still 6-11. He runs around the screen once, doesn't get the clip. Steve Francis, run around again, fade, green. All right, let's look at another wager just so you guys know I'm not bluffing. Here, look at again, Chad Benz on the left. He's one of the top players this year in wagers and money won in the 1v1 me app. As you can see, 99 mid-range again on a 6'2 short guard. On the right, you got Takeover, who's playing on a 5'9 so that he can also get the 99-3. But he's still, once again, 99 mid-range. So the 99 mid-range is still the number one thing, the number one meta for the twos. So here we can see first play, Takeover has the ball. What's he get into? That baseline midi fade, green. And Takeover, the guy who's golden right here with the ball, he is actually the highest winning guard on winning percentage this year on the professional 1v1 me's or the professional wager games. So he's a great player. Once again, mid-range fade, bang. Very next play, hand the ball off to the guard. Can't get around the screen good that time. Dex is back the other way, catch and shoot 3, bang. So he does shoot the 3 there, but that is, keep in mind, 99-3. And if you watched this wager, he does miss a couple of them. So he only really shoots wide open or perfect catch and shoots, even with a 99 if he doesn't have heat check. And right now he has heat check, so you can see he's almost trying to find a good 3 here. There he runs in, doesn't even take the 2, but there they get a fluky missed dunk. Now it's their ball. So let's see, how does Chad Benz play the game this year? Run around the screen, fade in the down low post. Once again, Next play, he tries to fake run that way because he was trying to tempt him with the screen the one way, comes back to the screen, gets him to try to clip it, can't get the clip on it. Waiting, dribble handoff there, basically a screen and a pass in one, green. Next play, you can see here, Chad waits, thinks he gets him clipped enough, doesn't, passes it back. Fake passes twice, goes this way, finally finds the open shot, green. Now he has heat check. Here you can see he's trying to survey, find an open three. Let's look at this right here. Now last year, if we're looking at 2K24, this is a shot you take 100 times out of 100. Possibly the best shot you could find. Like that's not even far range, honestly. Center's jump isn't close yet. But on this here, you'll see he misses this shot. Even this type of heat check, it's still smarter to just take a 2-on if you can't find a wide open clean 3. Alright, so I think you guys understand the message. You can see the meta is very defined, around 2 to 3 spots on the floor. Once again, this is just because these shots have the highest true green window, aka the lowest RNG. Now that you understand the meta and the shots that you need to be taking, let's discuss Shifty Shooter, the badge that allows these fades to be made. Now I want you to listen to NBA2k Labs, the testing group that has done the test to figure out how this badge works in the mid-range.
We found a pure green window when fading in the mid-range with an 85 rating, which means if you know how to time your shot correctly, you can hit just about all of your shots in this scenario.
So what badge level is the most efficient for it? Now let's hear what they have to say about that.
This is where you'll see the most noticeable boost out of all the badge levels. And since we tested each of these badge levels at an 85 mid-range rating, the gold level shows a crazy boost and looks to be a great sweet spot in terms of effectiveness.
So what exactly do these numbers mean? Well, these numbers mean that as long as you have gold Shifty Shooter and the appropriate rating, 85 to 93, that you can technically hit 100% of your shots through contests, everything, as long as you time it perfectly in the mid-range. Now, you technically do have a wider green window on red Shifty Shooter. You can mistime your shots a little bit more and hit it, but a perfect shooter can shoot 100% zero RNG with just gold Shifty Shooter. Now, I also want you to keep in mind when looking at this build that this game has the weakest contest system of all time. Now, with all that being said, allow me to introduce you to my current meta, the height meta. Now, I ask you a question. What if we just replaced these short guards with the tallest viable option possible? Now, immediately, everyone's going to jump around and say Glock 19 builds. Glock 19 has been doing this. But Glock 19 runs low shooting styled ISO tall guards. Typically, ISO doesn't work well in wagers. Now, let me introduce you to my 6'9" playmaking shot creator. In my opinion, this build is this year's version of the 2K21 6'7s, the 2K23 6'9" demigods, even the 2K19 7-foot stretches. A much taller build that is capable of doing everything short builds can do, thus can take over the point guard meta on certain spots. My 6'9" is as close to a standard meta guard as possible, just a foot taller. It's the tallest possible height you can go while still maintaining a lot of the meta dribble moves like the Halliburton hesitation, the Levine step back, etc. It's the opposite of Glock 19's builds, as it's inspired and designed to play just like a short guard. Now keep in mind, this was designed purely to play next to a 7-foot anchoring center like the meta short guards, so this lineup plus strategy is incomplete without a 99 rebound 7-footer. Let's get into my 2's meta. Similar to 2K19 stretches, this game allows taller builds to obviously shoot over smaller defenders due to the height gap, as you've seen in these clips. Considering meta guards and primary defenders on the 2s are only 6'2 to 6'4", guarding mid-range fades from builds like this is essentially impossible for meta guards. It opens up a whole array of shots that would be a bad shot on a 6'2 to a 6'4" to what is now a great shot on a 6'9". The height gap turns a very tight contest block jumper into an open jumper with an 100% true green window. Essentially, if you could use a taller build similarly to short guards, perfect defense would be impossible. If you could dribble and properly create at this height, every jumper becomes open unless the center fully commits a switch, and then the anchoring center can bully the short guard on that switch. It is technically the widest skill gap possible shooting wise, as you can hit any shot that you want essentially. It just becomes more difficult to green every shot. You have to be more perfect with your timing. You can't hit the edges of the green window as much. You have to be a better player to use this. In addition, an extra 5 to 7 inches is insane on the defensive end. Well, maintaining 92 perimeter for gold challenger and +1 in your second slot for Hall of Fame pick dodger, you can get 87 speed, 86 agility at 6'9" with once again 92 prim. You are essentially the tallest perimeter lockdown possible. Think back to the 6'10" 2K19 lockdowns. That's how this build feels on the twos court. I mean, this height now allows you to wide jump and actually have proper contests on this game's contest system, as you have 5+ inches on the defender. You will get proper closeouts. It allows you to fully wide jump past screens to shut down LCs much easier. You can fully switch onto centers and get the block. Even if you can't get the O board, you can get the block and stall down low on the big man, unlike a short guard. If you watched my build guide, you'd know that my Vet 2 variant of my build, it gets Silver Paint Patroller, aka the same blocking stats as meta centers. So this build can guard centers, it can guard point guards, it guards 1 through 5. It's really the most unique defensive build on the twos court. It's not a pure lock, but it plays so much differently that it can actually be considered better than a pure lock on defense. So essentially with this build, the skill ceiling for shooting is higher. The skill ceiling on both sides of the floor is higher. So it puts the game entirely in your hands. Now let's look at some in-game footage as to how I use this lineup. Alright, you want to see the real fucking power of this lineup? You want to see why I'm showing this game first? Take a good hard look at the defensive stats that are guarding me on the right. This is clearly putting up 15 points per game. This is clearly an incredibly sweaty Dex 2s, LT cheese, pure lockdown type ass lineup. This guy has the most possible defense on me. The lineup that has exploited this game this year by being the hardest lineup to beat, the hardest lineup to score on. Let's see how we take care of this lineup. Keep in mind, with that good of defensive stats, we can only lose the ball once, maybe twice before this game is over with how strong LT cheesing is. So, first play, you see this guy's defense is insane. There's no space around a 96 strength screen. But look at my footer go to work and hoe that man for fucking reaching and thinking a lane's coming. And little spoiler, that's the only shot we missed the entire game. So watch us fucking go to work on these cheese bags. Green. And now there might be a couple random cuts here and there because these are all just captured throughout clips. You know what I mean? I'm spamming clips the entire game, trying to get full games for you guys. My capture card isn't set up yet, even though I bought it. But here we go. Play 3. Fade, you gotta stick to me, bud. You're not baiting me, center. So you see, easy ass 6-0 start. 2 jumpers, 1 board putback. Lineup is going to work. They have no real answer for us right now on defense. Center is like going AFK for no reason. Wake up, buddy. We'll take that free little bucket. So you can see here now, we're 4 for 5 on this game. 8-0 lead, as I said. This game does go pretty well for us. Let's pause this. Let's break this down. Is this guy playing good defense right here? He's completely committed to going under the screen, right? And at first that might seem smart, right? He's not worried at all about my 3. What he wants me to do is shoot this 3 behind the screen, because eventually with RNG and having lower than a 99 I will miss, right? But I'm here to tell you that this is the worst defense possible, right? Let me break this down. He knows that this is the zone that he wants to take away, right? He's trying to stay as far below the screen, forcing the 3, while actively shading over as I get over to the left side of the court to try to take away this zone. So how do I adjust and deal with that defense? It seems like it would be the perfect counter, right? I set him up to think that that's what I want. So I beat him right here already. Look at how fast his speed is going to try to cut off that baseline drive while avoiding the screen. Look, he's a dead man. His momentum is still pulling him towards that baseline while my momentum is already going the other way towards the screen. So even if he adjusts, it's over. He's not catching up to me. The shot is off. So you beat people by going under, by basically going back over the screen again. Being worse at 3s is not a weakness of this build. You just don't hunt them. You always hunt this mid-range. Alright, so now 10-0, heat check. Now it's time to hunt a 3 if I want to. What do I get to though? Fuck that 3. I just get to another mid. Keep it rolling. Now, we're already over halfway to winning. Haven't missed a single, or only missed one single shot. Haven't lost the ball still on a pure lock. As you can see here, they're getting desperate. Want to steal. Easy pass, easy dunk. Now 14-0. They haven't even touched a ball. Them palms are getting really sweaty now. See, trying to play under, kill them the same way. Midi fade. So you can see how fast this lineup can just snowball. It is 16-0. They have not touched a ball. I'm getting guarded by a defensive freak. Green again. You can shoot 100% on these. Like, just watch this team's body language on that last play. Analyze how defeated they are. Keep in mind, my guy has the most possible defense you can fucking put on a build. And he is just getting thrashed. One missed shot. Look how late he is to even start playing. You can tell they're just frustrated, waiting for me to miss. But that's not going to happen. You have to force this lineup to miss just like a 99 mid-range. The only difference is I will shoot over you if you are there. Like, you can see here, pressing me. That is how you play defense against this. You have to press, you have to get bumpy, but it doesn't really matter. How dejected do you think he'd know that I now have heat check at game point after all of this thrashing? Like, that's how crazy this lineup is. Guess what? Get off my court, buddy. Look at that scoreboard. 8-4-9. Against, once again, the most defense you can fucking put on a build. Alright, next up, it's that fun game we mentioned at the beginning of the game, or at the beginning of the video, against good old Jordan Walker, the good old logo affiliated athlete. And while I am joking around right now, I mean no hate to this man. This man is a very good 2K player, as you can see by his 2K card. I think I only missed 1 or 2 possessions clipped here in the game, but I do have most of the full game, so let's look at another. Alright, with that being said, this is one of the only things that I did miss. So as you can see, we pulled up on them. They were on the court. They started with ball, but we got the stop very first play. As you can see, it led to me getting a catch and shoot, as it often happens right after that first initial stop. So I am starting with 1 made 3 on 1 shot right here. This is the inbounds pass right after that. We just got 1 stop and hit a catch and shoot 3 to the corner if I'm right. You see, we make sure we hand it off safely up top. He sets that screen to get me going downhill towards the corner. Easy fade, 100% green window. Now, as you can see, I'm only leaving this in so people don't think I'm clipping stuff out. Now here, let's look at how they adjust. So right here, you can see this is the big man technically. The guy in the matching hoodie is me. That is actually their big man. Jordan Walker is, once again, the guard on their team. He's a short guy with the blue hair. So right here, you can see they commit a full switch to us. Generally in this position, you either want to just shoot the ball straight over the center's head, or you just dump it into the big man and let him go to work. I mean, he's got a 6'4" defender on him, and you see he gets hoed and misses it, but of course he gets the O board because it's this game. Now you can see he still has him dead to rights, so he can just keep going up until he gets the bucket, or he just resets it, throws it to me. Guess what? The switch is still on. I still have the weaker perimeter defender on me, and he knows I can shoot. He's seen me shoot. So the center knows he has to stay glued to me. This means even if I miss this shot right here, guess who's getting this rebound? Not Jordan Walker, the 7-foot with 99 fucking strength, 99 rebound. Pass comes out to me. What do? Shoot in his face, green, because low perim. You can see I got heat checked there for a second. I missed on this play and then hit a 2. Now the score is 9-0 on that made jump shot. You can see from the feedback in the top right. First little handoff, act like I'm going left, hit that slide to the one side, and come back around for a dunk because he's on the center. Now that right there, another thing that your meta short guards are not doing right there, that 93 driving dunk. You can see we're just all getting downhill and adjusting to what we get. So I fake left, one side, go around screen, bang. Now right here, you can see we did lose the ball. We got it back after they scored just 5 points, 2 quick possessions. So you can see we do have a great defensive lineup. Getting a stop in 2 possessions on 81% team means you have an elite defense. You'll see later too, I show the scoreboard next play. We lost the ball just because my center took a shot that, you know, he didn't get a great animation type shit. So I didn't miss the shot. I didn't clip it for that reason. My bad. You see my center does a great job of using IQ to take the ball back, not throw a bad lane. I fake the one way around the screen, but I'm not liking the momentum I have. So now I drag that way. They both can't execute the switch in time. Easy drop off to my boy. 15-5 here. Now I'm just sliding, going to my lethal zone. Easy shoot over the face. Right there you see, as I said, 7 for 8. You can see I only missed the one shot earlier. So again, my apologies for not clipping us loose ball. But here, 5-17. Pass it in. Big man gets into position for a screen. Got easy switch right away. Trying to just hold his attention. Big man doesn't commit the slip, which I would have wanted there, Loki. But he sets a hard screen right there. Easy slip. He gets downhill. They're both worried on me. He kills them for it. So you can see here, coming up to last possession now, they're sweating. I'm 7 for 8, so they know they got to close me. My center's killed him twice in a row here. Jumps, and I miss. But guess what? That's why you got that fucking 99 rebound footer, baby. Shout out my boy. All right, this next game is going to be very fun because this game is not from our perspective. We're going to get to analyze and break down a game from someone else's perspective. Right here you can see Erlich YT. This is his stream that I went and I found after he pulled up on us. His boy, goated from BK, is on a 93 win percent account. ISO guard. So this is a 93 win percent team right here of a streamer and a pure grinder guard right here. So let's see how we do here. And again, excuse me for the change of quality here. Might be better, might be worse quality for you guys, but this is from his stream now instead of my own footage. So you can see here, first shot, get to the mid-range screen. Here you can see, get that dribble handoff set, and I sneak that dunk right past him.
I just stepped up a little. That's probably why he did that.
And there you can see, he thought I was going to fade from that first shot, so I snuck that dunk in. You heard it from him himself. He thought I was going to fade there.
My man can't shoot.
So right there, you just heard them discuss how they don't think my center can shoot. He can, by the way, but they just don't think that. So they know what we want, and we still end up cooking pretty easy. Right there, I actually get a pull-up 3 instead of a 2 with the toes on the line. I fucked it up. I sold. Now I got to play some defense on this ISO. So you can see he thinks he has space on me, and that's because even on a regular lockdown, this is enough space to shoot. Like a 6'4 lockdown, even a 6'6 lockdown, this is going to be at worst light pressure. Probably an open shot. But this build is so unique defensively that this is its specialty, perimeter closeouts. Look at that. Strong. You know what that is? Oh, never mind. I suck. So anyways, we got to get right back on defense after that. As you can see, I think I have the drive help, but my center comes to make sure.
Oh, shit. I turned this shit with that shit.
And so you can see right there, he hits a nice shot. This Erlich man, no shade. He is a shooter. So we got to play some more defense. This game is close right here. As you can see right here, he's not strong handling me on the drive, even though I have low strength on this. Clearly able to stay in front of that high strength on the drive, bump him up till he's dead. Low stamina, low adrenalines after all that perimeter push. So you can see here, my center does a great job getting that safe reset. I draw the foul to get the full stam reset. Stuff is looking good for us. So where are we going from here? Easy pass in, pass back, go the other way towards the screen, fake that burst midi, and I get another miss. So you can see this is not a good game for me. This is why I'm showing it last. But it's here to show you that even on a not good game, this lineup's dominant. This isn't cherry picking. As you can see there, my center is able to just out-dominate this other center who only has 96 rebounds, 7 flat, to continuously give me more possessions even when my jumper misses. He is out there doing that grimy work. That's why this build is so important for twos. The center is just as important as a guard. There, another great shot and another miss. So I am struggling to find that green window. But you know what? We'll see how it plays out because we got that defense. And sorry, I know the camera's in the way right here, but I mean, that's not my camera. I couldn't move it. I wanted to take it from his stream, see if there's any funny reactions. So right there, you can see he gets that inside dead zone on me for a nice, standing dunk cheese. So they're now only down 1 bucket, 65 here. So this game's going to really just come down to who can get the more stops early and who can get that flow first. There, great pass, great 3. Told you this Erlich, man, he'll shoot that thing. So now we're down 2 points. These kids are starting to get confident. They're starting to feel their flow, you know what I mean? Right now, it can get bad. They're getting closer to their takeovers. We got to lock in. You can see here, their point guard is not getting anything easy on me. And I'm not stepping too hard to give up the easy blow-bys. There, make him over-dribble a ton before he shoots that mid-range fade. Catch and shoot right back. And again, I can't buy a bucket. But luckily, I'm here to show you, this game is a power of the center. This game is not to showcase how strong my build is. Showcase how strong this lineup together is. Because they know they can't switch. I will get hot eventually. I will hit that bitch if I'm open. It's this dangerous game of, even when you play good enough defense, if me and my boy execute our side, it's not enough. You can get that strong contest on that fade. Look, he's stepping up now. He's trying to. Like, my boy's getting that rebound if I miss there because the center's thinking about it. But guess what? I'll hit that bitch if he jumps still. And my center will get that too then if I miss. You can see there, don't like that take. Drop it back off, reset it to my homie. Get back active, trying to go around the screen, but I really dribble pretty bad there. So we reset it a second time, still 10 seconds, catch and shoot. I see dead people. Anyways, big green, you know, we're a 15-8 now. This is a big run here. I think that's a 9-0 run we're going on right now, right here. But this game is here to showcase, look at who's horsing, the big boy. Listen to the center's reaction right here.
He got a rebound and take. God damn it.
See, he is frustrated. It's not only my build that is gross, it's my build with his build creating the inability to step up on my build. It is the combo of the two that is broken. So you can see we are just frying. And I want you to see what these 93 win percent kids do here after this next bucket. Pay close attention here. I pass it off, right? They're really flustered. One man jumps out of the play going for an intercept. They give up a wide open rim run.
Okay.
Listen closely.
You out.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what protected streamer mode looks like when you go to Xbox Home on an Xbox. He just dashboarded on stream to protect his win percent. See that? Game booting back up now on stream. Everything booting back up. Alright, I mean, what else do I gotta really say? I mean, 30 minutes of hard evidence right in front of you. More importantly, I'm sure a lot of you guys are looking for the actual build. The build should be finished up within a day or two, the actual guide, and it should be linked down below. I just hit Vet 2 recently, so I wanted to, get out multiple variants in that guide. So I should be, linking that alongside this. But more importantly, if you're still here, I just really appreciate you for watching this far. Don't care about some goal to get out the build guide. I'll link it right away. So if you're interested in that, it should be in the description or on screen right now. But more than anything, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it as a new channel. It means the world. Peace.